Welcome back everybody that is watching these videos. So in this video I am going to try and cover the traps, the world map and the Agents of Justice. As I mentioned in the last video, I have let the barracks build. Didn't take too long, it's just a case of walking away, making a cuppa and coming back. More or less. Now I'll start with traps. These are important to know. So the way the traps work, pretty simple. It's just a logic gate. If this is active, activate this. If this is active, activate that. Now you can't do this. So if someone steps on this, it will activate this. If they step on this, it will activate both. This will not work in reverse. That just closes that. If I try and put this here, they'll all connect there, they won't connect to that. They'll always have a gap. What you can do though, is do that. Now if they step on any of these, it'll activate that. Same thing for here. If they go over these, it'll activate this. This is what's known as an influence trap. That's how I'm going to put it. So what happens is they step on a pressure pad, these jets of air push them down here into a wall, and they get this gas trap dropped on top of them. The way the pressure pads work, something needs to be on top of it. It doesn't have to step on it, this needs to be on top. So if they get pushed over these, this will drop. But note, these have a limited range. If they exceed their range, the victim, I suppose, will just stop where he's standing. If he hits a wall though, they will be knocked to the ground, giving this trap enough time to drop onto them. Now, so these here are investigators. These ones are set to always spawn at the start of the game, and they will just plod around. They will never do anything, they'll never leave. Agents of Justice will eventually leave your island. I'm just going to get these little things going in the background. They will eventually leave. And you can see here, this is the trap in action. Of course, because they're walking in the door there, they just hit it. Also to note, because they were exposed to a crime, they have this red ring under their feet. That means they've seen something suspicious. And there's the infirmary, because one of the workers died in there. As you can see, when an agent of justice dies, they leave a body bag. Minions do not. Now I'm going to right click down here. I can do left click Eli Barracuda. And I'm going to right click on these Agents of Justice, and Eli Barracuda is going to take care of them. He also has a gun. There it is. You want him fighting these guys, because he will gather XP. Also, when a Agent of Justice dies, their body bag has this aura effect, which lowers their awareness and loyalty. Early game, you just need your supervillain nearby and that works. Also, this minion just took health damage because he was too close to that explosion. That's the thing that can happen. I've never had a minion die because of it, but it can happen. Get all these going. Now, this here is your control room. You need this room to be able to send minions to the world. You can icon down here, constructed. But I built this room incorrectly. This setup I have here is fine. 6 workstations, a login station, and 2 backup. The way I want to build this is with future planes in. So I'm going to shift left click to build a few more of those. This also gives me a bit more space for a backup bank. Those allow you to operate in the world a little bit longer if one of these stations becomes inactive. So they are useful. Now, optimizing space a little bit, having them that way instead of going that way. I'll see if either way wouldn't matter. I can get away from another one there. Yeah. Now I want to get rid of that. I want something to go right there. Actually, minus my space a little bit more. Something that's a little silly is you can't move an item and then place it back in that same location. The game prevents you from accidentally stacking items like that. And I realized I am sitting a little bit too far from my screen. Now you heard there, the gold reserves are running low, down to 3,000. The game's gonna do in a second or two, once I ran out of cash. There it is, it's gonna give me 10,000. Until this room is built, fully built, the game will keep giving you 10,000. So you can build up as needed. Now, I did try this. I've never done this before, this is new. Building little rooms of these around the base. So minions can go to whichever safe room is closer to them and get cash. As you can see, it hasn't worked. Because congestion is a thing. And then goes for backup power. That is because I've got too many items around here using power. I'm consuming 21, producing 20. I don't know where I'm producing 20 from, but I am. What this does is it means these traps will no longer work. These doors no longer work. Any security no longer works. Also, doors will do this if a agent of justice walks through them. So they can break their way in, or a minion can walk past and, well, open the door for them. This is simply just jamming the door open for a little bit to allow the full group through. And here they all go. They're all going to go buy something. Probably buying all these. But again, real congestion. Now, something to note though, because of the way I've got this set up, and that's saying that's inactive. That's weird. So because this has 2 interaction points, no gold will build up in this room. At least, I hope it doesn't. I'm fairly sure no gold will build up in this room. Because like if you put a door here, there'll be like one square where no gold builds up. Now, something else to note, you can left and then right click. So, right click to select, left click to do your interaction here, and right click again, and I'll move these body bags onto a rack. Ah, there we go. Just built one of the power generators. And you see now how it's green. If this goes yellow, your power generators will start to take damage. You can use technicians to keep them alive and repair them, but they will start to eventually wear down and eventually explode. You can build these capacitors, which are basically backup power. If you go and run out of power completely, so you go into the negatives, so I go say 45, they will supply the base of power for a short duration. And we got all these guys sleeping in. While we're here, I'll show you something else with your evil genius. You left click them, then right click a minion. Any minion will do. They will come over and you get this secondary effect. This here boosts all of their stats, as you can see about all the arrows going up. It does increase it at a rapid rate. So you notice all the ones in the area effect are now getting out of bed. But then they're gonna go get back into bed because well, it's nighttime, they want to sleep. As mentioned, let's check the objectives. Ensure a healthy minion force. Yep, built a barrack. I don't have the control room built yet. I'll probably go and tell them to do that. Yeah, tell them to build this. I have got a second power plant set and ready, so when I need it, I can build it. What else to know? I don't know. I'll go over these doors. I've still got about 2 minutes. So these doors, what you can do is if you right click, you get these dots. These dots are your security levels. 1, anyone can pass through. These are used for your hotels. 2 means minions at the lowest level can pass through. 3, no one but yourself can pass through. 4, no one but you and you want it guarded. If I set this to 4, tell Eli Barracuda to go do something. Once he's done acting out his move command, he will probably go and stand either side of this door. Because he is classed as a guard. All henchmen fill the role of guard, but they don't do any activities the minions do. If I click on him, see here it says on guard duty. He will stand by this door, and if anybody tries to open this door, he will attack without an attack card. Attack tag. Which are these. Every character in the game has a set of tags. No tag or clear, kill, capture, and weaken. That's what it's called. You can access this by right clicking. Click on any of these or place a tag above the head. I'm going to pick weaken because I don't have any characters to weaken. Those are the valets, swing doctors, and playboys that do that. You can clear the tag by just clicking the no tag icon. You can also mass queue a tag by control clicking the tag entire. That will do it for the entire group, not for your minions though. That's about all I have for this episode. I might do a second episode today. I'm just going to let the base build out a bit. Because, as I said before, Evil Genius is a slow game. It takes a while to do things and make progress. But, it's a game you can just sort of sit down and play and just enjoy. So, I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if there's anything I can improve upon in the comments below. And until then, I shall see you next time.